causing problems with the green tires in particular, reducing their life. And as a result, drivers aren't free to push like they should be to produce competitive racing on track. Do you agree with that assessment generally?
I think that the problem is the car doesn't let you take it on the edge maybe as much as you could in the past. Like, for example, for me in qualifying in the past, you know, a lot of setup changes that were always a go-to, like we know exactly what to do for qualifying. Even if we kind of sucked in practice, I always knew how to get lap time out of the car, at least in one lap. But you can't do that anymore because of the weight. So now you know, in my position, you've had to change the style, and like your body's a sensor, and the way that you're feeling everything now is different because you can't take the car to like the limit where the rear was. You can't make it move around so much because it's a lot more penalizing to the tire. So it's just, there are little details that do add up to quite a bit of lap time, and just kind of understanding of like what direction you have to go for one lap, I would say. So I mean, if you ask me, has it been a good addition? No, I think that's the root to all of our racing problems. And, you know, the whole point is to make the racing, like, we did the hybrid to find a new engine manufacturer. That obviously hasn't happened. And it seems like the talks have been kind of frozen. And, you know, now we're stuck with it. But it's made the racing product worse. It is not more enjoyable to drive, and you know what, like, I think we just need to simplify our life. It's like, why are we racing? We do it to race well. Like, the roots to IndyCar is like the racing's amazing, but we don't even have our roots to fall back on to say that it is, because it hasn't been. The racing has sucked.
So Ed Carpenter last year was one of the first people to really get vocal about that, and I know that every time we have talked to you in the past and we ask you about other drivers, you know, you're very focused on your own success and your own efforts and all that. Do you get the impression that this is a sentiment that's shared by the rest of the drivers?
Yes, I've talked to many of them, veterans and very good ones, and they share the same, and it's not a dab at like what the series has done in terms of like hybrid and stuff. I know they're trying to evolve and to make it better, but the problem is that how we're doing it is, I get it, I think it was a way of saving money, but it was also into an unknown. It's like, was it confirmed that we were going to get a third manufacturer? No, it wasn't, and now look what we're stuck with. So I think, you know, I think it's a lesson that we need to see for the future, that, you know, I think the series is powerful enough to really make the calls that they want to do. You know, if we want loud, badass race car V10s or whatever, then that's what we're gonna do. You know, I don't think we should be blackmailed by what we would like the series to have in terms of options or whatever, just because someone said, "Ooh, maybe." I don't think that's the right way to approach it. I think the right way to approach it is, you know, how to make the best racing product and how and what your fans want. The rest of it will come. You know, it's like believing in yourself instead of relying on someone else to believe in you first. You know, you're not gonna get anywhere if you don't believe in your product and like what your series and what your place kind of stands for.
Steven Stump of Frontstretch.com here. Come back for more great racing videos, and if you like us, don't forget to hit that subscribe button.